Growing up when we were kids, we didn't realize what we were getting exposed to was kind of the inner workings of a small business. You can't talk about the start of YETI without really going back to our dad and our childhood. Our dad, his priority was having fun, and his version of having fun was being outside and hunting and fishing. He got into custom rod building, and it was from there that he developed a two-part epoxy for fishing rods.
If we can't find what we want, we make it. Almost every fishing rod made in the U.S., I would say 90% of them use our coating. We call this a lifestyle business. Everything we make it for ourselves first, and then we try to sell it.
I think that exposure with Ryan and I growing up and seeing that firsthand in him developing products, building catalogs, taking customer service phone calls, calling on accounts, going to trade shows.
We were into the outdoors, we were into the gear, and that's what eventually got us to YETI.
It was really the boat business that brought me to the cooler business. Everything about the boats I was putting together was high-end and durable, and for fishing the Texas Gulf Coast the way we like to fish, except ordinary coolers.
Basically, there were a couple of cooler brands that were almost disposable. The hinges were constantly broken, they didn't keep ice that well, they leaked, they cracked, you couldn't sit on them, you couldn't stand on them. They recognized that there might be a niche. Coolers are many things. I mean, they're not just coolers. Sometimes they're storage lockers. Sometimes they're tables. Sometimes they're chairs. Sometimes we stand on them.
You know, 10 years before we started YETI, we were modifying coolers by putting a half-inch piece of plywood on top of this ordinary cooler and just rigging it out to use it as a casting platform. You could point to that picture and say, hey, that's it. That's the origin of YETI.